Class.
Yes, yes.
All right, so recently you all have been working on animal and plant cells, correct? And I believe that you have a quiz on animal and plant cells coming up this Friday. So today we are going to have a nice little review over animal and plant cells, similarities and differences that you will be able to utilize between now and when you take your quiz. Now, before each of you is a Venn diagram, and we have all used Venn diagrams before, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so on our Venn diagrams, left side, we're going to write animal cell,
Got it.
and right side will be plant cell. Now, animal cells and plant cells have a lot of similarities. However, they have very few differences, and that is what I would like to discuss with you first. So, can anybody tell me what a plant cell has that an animal cell does not? Molly?
A cell wall.
Awesome, a cell wall is correct. Now, can you tell me what a cell wall is or what it does?
Is it what holds it all inside and keeps it shape and protection?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, does a plant cell have anything else that an animal cell does not? Brock?
I believe it has coral.
Awesome, chloroplasts. And can you tell me what chloroplasts do or what they are?
I believe chloroplast allows the plant to use photosynthesis.
Oh, yeah, it does allow a plant to do photosynthesis. How does it aid in that? What exactly do the chloroplasts do? That is correct. Now, I don't know if you guys have discussed this yet, but what is one major difference that an animal cell has that a plant cell does not? Brock?
The wall
Okay, that's right. So an animal cell is what is an animal cell?
flexible.
Correct. So a plant cell would be, do you know why?
Honestly, no.
So this ties into the one major component of an animal cell that a plant cell does not have, called the flagella. Now, would anybody like to take a guess at what the flagella is or does? Molly?
It's like little hair-like things. It allows for the movement.
Correct. So flagella are hair-like structures on the outside of the cell that allows the cell to travel. It aids in the propulsion of the cell as it makes its way around. Now, that ties into the rigidity of the cell. So plant cell being rigid, animal cell being more flexible and soft, because an animal cell is able to move, whereas a plant cell stays in place. Very good, class. Now, what does a plant cell do that an animal cell does not? And one of you already mentioned it. And what's that called?
Photosynthesis.
You got it. Good job, photosynthesis. All right, so we have our major differences here. Who would like to list, who wants to tell me something that an animal cell and a plant cell have in common? Brock?
Well, if I remember correctly, they're membrane. They go around the nucleus. They have that.
The cell membrane?
Yes.
They do both have a cell membrane. And that surrounds and protects the nucleus, right?
Yes.
They both have that. A nucleus.
You got it. They both have a nucleus. I guess I kind of let that one slip, didn't I? Now, what's a nucleus? What does it do?
The headquarters. It's like the muscle of the cell.
It's the control center. And what is found in the nucleus? Ribosome? No, not ribosomes. That is another thing that they have in common, though. The nucleus is where you will find DNA. Now, Molly, since you listed ribosomes, what are ribosomes? What do they do?
They help make the protein.
They do help make the protein for the cells. Good job. All right, we have three things up there that they have in common. We have quite a few more to go.
I believe
They are both eukaryotes. So they are eukaryotic cells. And would either of you like to take a guess at what that means, what it means to be a eukaryotic cell?
It's alive.
Yes, the cells imply that something that is alive. Animal and plant cells are from living things. So it's okay if nobody knows it. A eukaryotic cell, that means that the cells have a nucleus and they're enclosed in a nuclear envelope. So we have four things up there. What else do animal and plant cells have in common?
cytoplasm.
They do both have cytoplasm. And can you tell me what that is or what it does?
It's like a jelly-like fluid that surrounds and protects it.
That is correct, Brock. All right, what else, guys? What else do we have? Right now we have eukaryotic, cell membrane, nucleus, ribosomes, and the jelly-like fluid known as the cytoplasm. Let's raise our hand next time, okay? Now, Molly, you said vacuoles. That is good. They both have vacuoles. However, the vacuoles differ between an animal cell and a plant cell. Can you tell me what's the difference between the animal cell and a plant cell when it comes to vacuoles? Do we want?
Don't know.
Okay, well let's see if your classmate knows. Brock.
Plants have one large one, or smaller one, if any at all.
That is correct. So plant cells have one large central vacuole, whereas animal cells have many smaller vacuoles, if they even have any at all. Not all animal cells have vacuoles. So we have vacuoles up there and the similarities. What else do we have that they share? What other traits? Yes, Molly?
So we have nucleus. What about the nucleus?
The nucleolus, you got it. And can you tell me what that is or what it does?
It's like inside of the nucleus and it makes the ribosomes.
It does make the ribosomes. Can you tell me what shape the nucleolus is?
Circle?
Round,
Round?
spherical. You got it. Excuse me, class. All right. What else do animal cells and plant cells have in common? Brock? Yeah. And all of you should know what the mitochondria is. What is it?
Powerhouse of the cell.
It is the powerhouse of the cell. Now, we say that, we know that, but what exactly does the mitochondria do in a cell? Brock?
That's the place where they break down and process.
Correct. And can you tell me what that form of energy is called?
ATP.
You got it, ATP. All right, we're getting close to the end. How many more do we've got a few more that we can put up there. I'll tell you, there's one, and there's a rough version and a smooth version of it. Brock?
ER.
The rough ER and the smooth ER?
Yeah.
All right, so we have the rough endoplasmic reticulum, as well as the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And can anyone tell me what each of those do, or you know what they are? Brock?
So the rough, I believe it helps create and move things through the cell.
Correct.
Or the
What's the difference between a rough ER and a smooth ER?
smooth as a ribosomes.
You got it. No ribosomes in the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. All right, so we have eukaryotic cells. Both animal and plant cells are eukaryotic. They both have a cell membrane. They both have a nucleus. They both have a nucleolus. Rough and smooth ER, endoplasmic reticulums. They both have vacuoles, even though their vacuoles are a little different from one another. They both have mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. They both have ribosomes, and they both have the jelly-like fluid known as the cytoplasm. What else do they have in common? Molly?
Golgi body.
Golgi body, you got it. And can you tell me what exactly a Golgi body is or what it does?
It packages up all the materials for the cells.
That is correct. It is the USPS of the animal and plant cell. All right, good job, class. So we have our, yes, Brock?
Lysosome?
Oh, I did forget one, didn't I? Yep, you got it. All right, lysosomes. And can you tell me what lysosomes are or what they do?
Isn't that what helps create the digestive enzymes that destroy damaged parts of the cell?
You got it. So lysosomes, they do contain digestive enzymes, and they destroy damaged organelles and invaders in the cell.
So like bacteria.
Bad bacteria. Things that the cell recognizes as being bad for its function. So animal cells have what?
Flagella.
Correct. And plant cells have what? Brock?
Chloroplast.
And? Molly?
Cell walls.
You got it. And what, how is the plant, are plant cells hard? Are they rigid? And animal cells are what? Flexible, a little more soft because
They move.
they do move. All right. Let's just throw you a little curveball here. Can anybody tell me what shape a plant cell is? Molly?
Square.
Square, you got it. And what shape is an animal cell?
I'm going to assume it's going to be more round in shape.
You got it.
Because it is a flexible cell.
Circular. Correct. Good job, class. All right. So animal cells have flagellum, which are the little hair-like structures that help the cells move. They provide propulsion. Animal cells are also flexible, and they are more circular. Plant cells have a cell wall and chloroplasts. Chloroplasts aid with photosynthesis by converting sunlight into sugars. And then plant cells are more rigid, and they are square, and they do not move around. Plant cells just kind of hang out where they are. Both types of cells are eukaryotic. Both have a cell membrane, a nucleus, a nucleolus, both rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles, mitochondria, Golgi body, ribosomes, cytoplasm, and the one I almost forgot, lysosomes. Does anybody have any questions? We have a quiz coming up, so if you have any questions, now is the time to go over them. None? Yes, Brock?
Will we expect it to
No,
on the test?
you will not have to make the Venn diagram on the test. However, I believe that this can go with your notes, and you will be able to use your notes with your quiz. You are welcome. Now, one other thing we have going on this week, your projects for animal and plant cells. Brock, are you doing your project? Are you making a model of an animal cell or a plant cell?
I was in the
A plant cell. And Molly, are you doing, what are you doing? Animal cell? How are you guys doing that?
because of plant cell variety, I was
Styrofoam. And you can use candy for yours.
Well, yeah.
You know you can't eat that, right? Otherwise you don't have all
Put
the
it on there.
you don't have all the components for yourself if you do that.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, class. Very good job. Make sure you hold on to your Venn diagrams and keep them in your notes.
You can